Welcome, welcome everyone. Navratri, final night, day 9. It's so lovely to have shared all of this with you. And I think I mentioned in the very first video that Navratri is celebrated twice a year. So the next one, which I haven't looked up the dates for, but generally late September, October, again that change of season time again. And who knows, maybe we'll do this all again. We'll see what comes through when we get closer. So I must revisit each of the nights. We have a little recap. So, starting from the beginning, night 1, I guess it all begins when we become curious, and I'm sure we all remember feeling, it might have even been feeling like something wasn't quite right, asking or thinking questions like, who am I? What's this all about? And really that's where it all begins. And then this inspires us to ask more questions, to seek answers. And that's night 1. Night 2 is from that inspiration and us seeking answers, we seek out knowledge. So we seek out sacred study. That can be in many, many forms. And night 3, from the sacred studies, there will be some practices that come from that. And I know most people associate with me being a yoga teacher, so like bendy yoga, which I was many years ago. But it's not, yoga is more about the mind than the body. Yes, the body definitely is included. But when we talk about yogic practices, it's not about just doing some yoga on the yoga mat. It's more about the practices throughout our everyday life. So when we're not on a yoga mat, when we're not in meditation, practicing being a more loving, compassionate, kind, non-judgmental, non-attached person, and many other things. And then from night 3, from the sacred practice, comes night 4, which is where, when we put these practices into place, we begin to purify. So the veils start to be removed and we burn away that which is not really the real us, that has been acquired throughout our childhood, throughout our adolescent years, our early adult life, maybe even our later adult life. And that takes us into night 5. So with this bit of purification means that we are a little bit more, there's a little more space to receive, I guess, this divine grace, this purity can start to, it's always there, but we become more receptive to it. Night 6, we become more open, so to our true nature, this purity of our true nature. That leads us into night 7, which is where there's even deeper purification, so where there's dissolution of our acquired nature, as opposed to our innate self. And so we really clear away all the stuff that is in the way of us knowing who we truly are. And so from night 7, once this dissolution of the acquired content has happened, we return to clear perception and to our radiant divine light. And finally, night 9, from remembering, returning to our light, we then become the giver of light. So Devi, Siddhidatri, is the energy, the goddess of the final night. And Siddhi is a word, it means many things, but in this context, it's all about this completion and power and spiritual success. And Datri means giver. So we can't heal anyone. Maybe there are some people, let's not say never. There's always potential for anything and everything, but generally we don't heal anyone. People have to go on the journey themselves. What we can do is be the light for others. And this will reach people where they're at. So they might be back day 1 to night 1. We might be that inspiration for someone. They might see how we are with other people in life. They might feel our energy, and that might be the thing that inspires them. We could come along much further down the path. So once we get to a certain point in our own self-realization, then naturally we will be that light for others. And with that, let's come into our practice. So come into a comfortable position and find your breath. The breath is one of the most powerful practices, tools that we have. The breath will guide you into your light. And I know some days we feel that we're very disconnected from the light. That's very, very normal. I have days like that. And other days we feel like we are glowing with light. And on the days where we're finding it hard to connect to the light, all we need to do is to remember to come back to our breath. And even if by coming back to our breath we don't feel a strong connection to the light, it will still create a subtle shift within you. And each time we practice this, then it will become easier and easier to come back to this eternal light that is within all of us. It doesn't go anywhere. We just become disconnected, and all the stuff of life creates a barrier, a veil between us and the light. And this is why the purification part of the path is so important, to keep clearing away what is in between us and our divine light. A mantra is such a powerful tool to return us to the light. mantra tonight is Om Devi Siddhidatri Namaha. 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 Namaha. Om Devi Siddhidatri Namaha. Om Devi Siddhidatri Namaha. Om Devi Siddhidatri Namaha. Om Devi Siddhidatri Namaha. Om Devi Siddhidatri